Okay, greetings everyone. This is First and 2753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution. We just did a statistical review in the last episode, and now it's time to get the game back on. We're just going to click right ahead and get going here. I want to make sure that this number is the actual number. This is a huge budget excess of $62 billion. If that number is actually real, it hasn't been, it's been recalibrated, then we're going to go ahead and spend tons of money and try to boost our popularity. We've got 2 terrorist attacks, salary increase for health. Alright, the Confederation of Medical Union leader has informed me that the union discontent regarding their salary increases. According to them, their salary increases are no longer in step with the cost of living. That's because inflation has butchered them. Let's see if we can meet with them and make a promise. And then I want to, I'd like to meet with them, make a promise, and then honor that promise if possible. See if I can arrange a meeting, negotiate a good price for them, make them happy. And again, I'm still waiting for this recalibration, if it's going to come. When we get that budget surplus announcement, which I don't think I've gotten yet, I didn't see that. Teams overloaded. I haven't seen the budget surplus announcement yet. That just went way too far, did it? Growth. Unhealthy housing. Rocket attack. Martyrs of God reduced 35%. No, we have not seen. Oh, look at that. What was that? Ah, here we go. Nice bump. Okay. What is this?
The investigation on the ground into the attack and the information that is feeding back from our different networks leads us to the conclusion that this terrorist organization is indeed behind the attack. The fact that they haven't claimed responsibility for the attack is somewhat disturbing.
Alright, Jihadist Caliphate's behind it. Budget surplus of 4.6%. Total debt rises to 237. I think it was at 250 something, right? So that took off a big chunk. And annual debt reimbursement level will rise to, I don't know what that was. Alright, so that looks good.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is an average figure. It reflects an economy with moderate dynamism.
Good growth. Unemployment rate. Last quarter stands at 5%. Reminding the rate of the previous quarter was 9%. Well done. Good progress. Overall results are good. And it looks like we've gained some popularity out of that from employment. Budget excess still stands. Let's meet with them. See what kind of person we got here. High tolerance for alcohol. They like health, unions, and they are opposed to the consumption of marijuana. Moral character is on the good side, the nice side. Let's see, what can I offer? Let's start with a glass of champagne.
Oh, that's not to be turned down.
Did that work? Oh, I think I got him drunk. Yes, low tolerance. Okay, so that works.
Oh, that's not to be turned down.
Low tolerance of alcohol. Offering them champagne could intoxicate them. Negotiate numbers in public health, then negotiate average salary in public health.
Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Oh. Let's see. I wanted that to go up actually, instead of the other number. Alright, 1755 is what I'm promising.
We would prefer to terminate this negotiation. The terms are unacceptable.
You want more than that? I do want to increase my numbers.
Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Let's see if you'll take an additional 2,000 doctors.
Very well. We accept your offer.
Okay. So, 2,000 doctors. And we're going to have to increase, I guess, $200 for their salary, probably, because that 100 wasn't enough. Okay. Opinion? Hasn't changed. Alright. Give him a compliment.
Well, honestly, I'm not very fond of compliments. I hear so many of them that in the long run they just become oppressive.
And you're still drunk. Okay. Alright, that's enough for now. I'm going to wait for that budget to come in, and then we'll make those adjustments. Okay.
The terrorist organization has nodded off. This is the least you can say. And, since we're doing nothing to wake them, the situation does not risk evolving, which is highly regrettable.
Alright, Living Democratic Forces. Looks good. Let's see if we can't infiltrate those other groups. I still haven't seen my budget surplus for the year. Oh, you know what? We need to increase the number of agents, right? I'm not going to move that yet either. I'm still waiting to confirm that this is our actual budget.
Our infiltrated agent is on site. His first report confirms that his cell is operational and has carried out some preliminary tests as set out by the usual protocol with a view to launching his mission. This country will soon be the destination for our secret agents.
Alright, operational cell in Iran, which is good because we got these people down here. I'd like to get some instability in Iran. Actually, push these forces out. 28 Iranian tanks and about 10,000 troops. Still infringing on our territory there.
The terrorist organization...
Dead calm for the Pacifist Union. And what's going on? Are these the numbers? Still waiting for that budget surplus to come in. They want an increase in education salary. She wants me to decrease my salary. She's a big fan. How's our inflation looking? 40%. Unemployment still below 5. If I get through the month and the number stays the same, then it's definitely a go. But we could get a recalibration right here. This could be... United States discovers advanced nuclear fission. Okay, good to know. Public finance. I guess. Cyprus Mole, you're fine. Don't do anything. We got enough
Our
information there.
services corroborate the information provided by this
Total jihadist group.
The members of this organization are in no way involved in the attack.
Alright, it's definitely not them.
I think you're doing a good job.
Great, let's maybe get a meeting with her and get an endorsement. That'll help popularity.
I think
Good stuff. What happened here? What are we missing? Salary increase. Yeah, I know about that. Alright, so we're at 41%. We're going to get an endorsement from the oldest person in the world. Budget still seems good. And if it makes it through January...
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential...
Sounds good. Warmongering hit us again. Look at that. Care for refugees and warmongering. Oh, that's such a disaster. I guess we're good with this budget. It's January 20th. Things are pretty stable. Good economic growth. None of our contracts are up, because they were all 5-year contracts. Here we go. Champagne?
I'd be happy.
Good stuff. Charming.
Yes,
You'll bury us all.
it's very.
She is a fan. Alright, speak highly of me in public.
Okay, if it makes you happy.
And encourage her to take out a party card.
Okay, if it makes you happy.
And hopefully that'll last until the election. Hopefully she'll stay alive till the election. Very good. Let's see what type of bump we get from this endorsement. Trying to get to the end of the month, and then I'm gonna go on a huge spending spree. I think I mentioned my shopping list in the last episode, but I'll mention it again. I'm gonna buy 1,000 missiles to start. I'm probably gonna do that a couple times throughout the year. I'm gonna look for 1 or 2 aircraft carriers to buy. I'm gonna commission the construction of. Oh man! Oh! Look at this. Well, pause this for a second. This is great. Scientific discovery. We should get a lot more for that. Alright, we have just manufactured microchips allowing a new generation of microprocessor with the RFID system of radio identification, Prime Minister. This new technology allows passive objects equipped with these chips to have an active behavior and to act through a network connection or another chip, no matter if it is in another service or under a person's skin. Oh my god. You're gonna be tracking people or something like that? We are not the first, but we can profit a lot from this technology since our manufacturing procedure is very specific. Do you desire to patent it? Yes. And to render it commercially accessible to the entire world? Yes. Absolutely. We're gonna make a ton of money off this. That'll be huge. That's like the internet boom in the 1990s. No, probably not, but it's something. It's like cell phones. Minister for the Economy. United Public Service Leader has informed me that the union is discontent with their salary increases. Alright, we're going to need to increase everybody's salary by like $200, I think. And I think we are good to go with this. Look at that surplus. That's huge. It's a huge surplus. And look at our debt. We've almost knocked off $1 billion worth of debt. Statement in the press. That did nothing. Her statement was very weak. Oh. What the heck kind of number is that? Minus 41. Jesus. Oh, sorry. Do not bug out on me now, game. Alright, Kosovo Mole, don't do anything. Government waste. Standing steady at 41%. Care for refugees, that doesn't do anything. I think it's time to start spending. Let's get through January, and then we're going to start spending big time in February. First, we're going to raise everyone's salary to deal with this inflation. 37%. Nice. That inflation is driving down big time. Offer rejected. Ah. Turkey.
Our
Reconnaissance
governmental
target.
cell informs me that it has had
Let's go. Get him. Bribe another one of those Turkish officials. We already got dirt on Turkey. No need for that. And we are in February. Let's let the week calibrate here.
Our governmental cell informed me that it has had the opportunity to approach this.
Yeah, we need to get that Saudi Arabian bastards who are financing the martyrs of something. Okay, I think we are ready for a new spending spree. Here it is. There's the weak recalibration. See what type of impact we get here. Anything? Nothing. Alright, it's time to spend. Okay, so let's take a look at how much we want to spend here. I think this is $62 billion. I'm willing to spend like $10 billion, $10 to $20 billion to help boost my popularity here. Let's take a look. First we're going to go into healthcare, I think, because that's where we made our promise, right? And it looks like, okay, all these are covered. What do I do if we can do maternity leave? Maybe that seems like a lot. I don't really want to. If I do that, I'll hold off on that one. I want to check out what I can do with salaries here. Let's check out. We're gonna bump up the salaries definitely for these civil servants because of the increased inflation, and 100 wasn't really enough for the doctors. Let's try to do 200 across the board, see what that is. $200 billion across the board. 1.3 billion, that's a lot, but what do we say? 10 to 20? This will probably give us a pretty big bump. We want more doctors. I want to check out what do I have for research. Research is looking good. We just got another patent. I could probably space aeronautics. Okay. That's $1 billion. Alright, so $2 billion there, $1 billion for that. $2 billion here, $1 billion here, $1 billion there. The other thing I wanted to build was grand libraries. I think they're in the culture. Grand libraries, we already got one. Oh no, we haven't built it yet. How long does it take? 11 months. I don't know where I'm building that one. Ah! I could probably build a grand library. I'm definitely not building in Israel or Lebanon, I know that. Probably not Crete either. Oh, I think I'm building in Athens. It's $2 billion for each one of those, but then annual reimbursement's $5 billion. That doesn't start till next year. So that's gonna be 1.5. This is gonna be another $1.5 billion increase. So that's about 6.5 billion for all of that. I want to take a look at health again. Construction, let's see, these are the different things we've been building. All our construction seems to be complete, all our objectives seem to be met. We've increased number of hospitals, social centers, they're pretty cheap. I could probably build a couple more of those. Maternity hospitals, psychiatric wards. I don't know if they need maternity. Hospitals, population per hospital beds, that number's gone up a lot. I want to reduce that. Maybe the maternity hospitals can help a little bit, actually. How much do they cost? They cost 9 million annual reimbursement over 5 years. That's nothing. 10 million? 100 million? Build 10 of them? I want to build 10 of those. Social centers cost even less. We can do 20 of those, probably. Psychiatric hospitals, they cost a little more. So I'll build one. Alright, let's see what happens here. We're gonna do make a couple moves. Civil servants. First, let's increase the number of doctors. Let's start with that one. Alright, population per medical doctor, that's gone up. We need to boost that number. Go ahead and give them 3,000 just to push us a little bit over what we promised. Sometimes when you do exactly what you promised, you don't actually get the bonus. They don't like recognize it. You have to do like 1 over, I think. See what the reaction is to 3,000 new doctors being hired. Serbian mole unprotected. Public sector, healthcare sector up 2.4%. Refuse. Okay, employment has also been bumped up. Alright, now we're going to bump up these civil servants. Pause that for a second. It's going to be a big expenditure here. Everyone is going to get a $200 a month salary hike, which pumps it up to $3.1 billion. It's a lot of money. Now let's see how they react to that. What is the reaction here? Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Riots? For what? Public finance? As a big salary bump up, I probably went a little too high. But, whew! Our popularity went up. Okay.
Demonstrations are taking place at this very moment in the country's main cities.
Pacifist
All
Union?
of them have come together in opposition of the government.
Get out of here.
Business leaders are currently marching through the city
How many?
relatively calmly with
433, so 20,000 from the pacifists. I thought they were at a dead calm. Where did they come from? Don't I have scandals on you? No more scandals. What are you opposed to here? Firearms? Oh, we increased the national defense. That's what happened. That's what they're upset about. Anti-liberal policy. Okay. WTO excluded. Your schemes are in contrast with WTO. What schemes? I have the duty of informing you that your exclusion from the WTO was voted for unanimously. What the heck is that? We are excluded from the WTO? Where did that come from? Okay. Was that what really hit us? International organization, that hit us pretty hard. What the heck? Alright, now that's interesting. Alright, because there was a debate. Theologos, I forgot your last name, and Hugo, was it Hugo Batista? I think got into a debate on one of the previous episodes about customs duties and how that might impact the have negative impact on the WTO. Apparently, we got kicked out of WTO for I don't know what. I don't know what I just got kicked out of WTO for. But being out of the WTO, now I might be able to go with the plan to raise customs duties on certain sectors, and that would stimulate domestic production. This is making me more of like a fascist government almost. Recipe for success. Whew. Alright. Let's see how this plays out. Hopefully these don't lead to any... hopefully these calm down in a day or two. But we just got a huge bump, 61%. I want to go ahead and commission those grand libraries. Culture. Grand library, where do I want it? I wonder if I can just put one per region. Alright, let's drop one there. No, I think we can do it anywhere. Don't remember where the other ones were. Let's go for one in Israel. And let's go for one in Lebanon. These are the new conquered territories. Get them on our side. 3 new grand libraries. Let's see what that does. And then we're going to bump research through the roof. EU summit. At least we're still part of the EU.
Populate the agricultural budget with the European budget. This is the agenda for the next summit. Your presence is, of course.
Yep. Alright, we got a little bit of bump through literature. Militarism is causing us some problems. And looks like demonstrations have subsided. It is time to get a research bump now. Let's bump everything up, including space aeronautics. $2.1 billion right there. Let's see what that bump does. 100. Yes. Research was huge. Okay. Maybe I could have just done that at the beginning. Okay. Now it's time to buy military. Now it's time for the militarism. You want militarism? Now you're going to get militarism. I am at 100% popularity. That is huge. Huge. Military. Army. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start off with 1,000 missiles. Bam. Let's see what that does. And how's our economy looking? Looks great. Looking good. Everything's looking good. Let's meet with the United States, see if they'll sell us an aircraft carrier. Meeting request. Hopefully they'll accept the meeting. Okay. Conflict in the north is still going on here. Belarus and Germany, huh? I think we've banned Belarus. Shut down their embassy, right? And we've pulled our diplomats out. Diplomatic support. Resignation request. What is that? The Prime Minister, Greek exclusion has created in me a deep feeling of failure and frustration due to my inability to take coherent action on the international scene. I must resign. Foreign Affairs. How are you looking? You're pretty popular. I'm gonna refuse your resignation there. Hopefully that doesn't have too negative of an impact. You're fine, buddy. We're gonna go it alone. Saudi Arabia, bargain concluded with the Minister of Labor. Alright, we got a Swiss bank account for you. There we go. Let's talk to some of these medical... Oh, we don't need any popular support. We're good for now. My popularity is skyrocketing. This is great. We're gonna make a deal. We're gonna buy some French. Make a deal with the French. We're gonna make an arms deal with the French, I think. Yeah, we're gonna buy some of those French goods. Who else could I buy from? I could buy from the black market. Oh, and that's the other thing I need. How's our budget looking? 56 billion still. That's fantastic. It's time to begin military construction of bases in Albania. I think we're gonna put one right next to that Montenegro capital, right? What's their capital, Montenegro? Capital Montenegro. Get out of there. Look at all these different areas that love us now. That's the capital, Montenegro. So, the Montenegro Blitz has been something that's been discussed on the channel. If I build a military base here, I can put a huge army there and we can quickly move on the capital before they're able to go to the UN. Of course, the best thing would be to get myself on the UN Security Council as a permanent member, but we're not there yet. Let's at least just begin construction of some military bases. We want a army base in Albania. Position that army base right there, right next to the Montenegro capital, and in position to launch a strike against Serbia. And then the other move is we want an air base there too. Let's begin construction of this air base. We'll have 10 air bases now. This is 377 million per year. Position that right there. That's our imperialism underway, projecting power into the Balkans. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think, especially about that WTO. It might be time to start boosting customs duties. I don't know. And we can stir domestic demand. Oh, the other thing I need, next episode is going to be to build up the shipping industry. I forgot about that. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next episode.